Hi, this is Lanier Smith from Sense Memory, and I'm here with Mick from MIKMOI Perfumes, and we're going to be discussing his wonderful new fragrance that will be coming out very shortly. How are you, Mick?
I'm doing great.
It's great to have you here.
It's just wonderful, and it's a beautiful afternoon in San Francisco.
I have to say that Mick has been a fragrance, a perfumer for quite a while now, and one of my favorite perfumes by him is the beautiful Vesper, which I'll put a link down below to my review on my written blog about that. You can check it out. So Mick, tell us a little bit about this new perfume. What's it called?
Sure. It's Ideasthesia, or Ideas for short, and it's going to be coming out in October. Mm-hmm. And it's really born from a collaboration with Owen Brown. You had the privilege of giving us your presence at the show a couple of weeks ago at SOMArts, and it was a collaboration that benefited Meridian Gallery, a gallery in the city that does programming for youth. It's a real diversity focus, which is close to my heart. So really working with a lot of minority youth and giving them exposure to painting, drawing, and a variety, increasingly animation and digital arts. So what was great about this was truly born from an idea with Owen, which was the collaboration around ideasthesia, which is the connection of different senses. Mm-hmm. So a good example of this would be Jimi Hendrix seeing purple on the chord of Purple Haze when he was singing that, and things like going as far back as Beaudelaire in his poems, talking about the combinations of fragrance with color and emotion. Mm-hmm. So the idea that a fragrance note or an accord or a perfume could have an identity with something else was really the idea of the show. So you'll see in the opening the drawings that Owen did. He did 5 sets of drawings, each with a different name: Birth, Breath, Found, North, and of course I've forgotten the other one. But
and the last one was my favorite in the show.
Yes. So and that really is the base. Found is the base for ideasthesia, or ideas, again for short. It's a play on, for me, when I think about found, I thought about creating an accord that was based on the spice notes. Mm-hmm. So this is, really the heart of this is clove, cinnamon, ginger, and what I did for each of the accords, or each of his sets of drawings, was to create an individual accord. So birth.
Right. That's what's in here.
That's what's in here. So this sample pack includes each of the different ones. So as we go through them, breath was an accord that I did with all green notes. So this was a green combination. So we have in here, we have fig, we have clary sage, we have fresh cut grass, and we also have spearmint. And that, for me, was sort of my ideasthesia with those colors, with his drawings and the impression of his drawings, with creating an accord. Mm-hmm. And of course, the individual accords then layer to a complete perfume.
And that's what this is.
That's all of the accords brought together. All of them brought together. And so found, as I mentioned, are the spice notes. We have known, which for me, known really was the connotation, was really around the woods and the wood notes. So we have cedar, oud, we have pinyon pine in there. which is really great. We have Ho wood, which is a sparkly wood from China, which is quite delicious. We have Birth, which is really those top notes. For me, those were the citruses, so we have blood orange. Oh. We have bergamot. We have wrapped really with neroli and that orange blossom scent. So that was absolutely a delight and a real opener as you sort of get those top notes. North, for me, really was about kind of the true north we often see in perfumery, which are our florals. Mm-hmm. So with that we have tuberose, rose, jasmine, and a bit of geranium to round that one out. And then all five together, really my main thrust for the show was creating the individual accords that were paired with the layers of the drawings that were then projected throughout the gallery. And
which is how we opened this particular interview, was with the artist's projections of the beautiful drawings that he did. And I just was so thankful that he lent them to you so that we could incorporate that in this little presentation.
Absolutely, me too. It's a real delight, and it was really at the very end that without calculation that I took all five accords literally the night before the show and equal amounts poured them in to create the trueness of the ideas or ideasthesia. So I think what's unique about the creation of this is that it was the pieces first, not the overall concept. Right.
You had something to inspire you rather than having to come up with it on your own. You had a jumping off point created for you by the artist.
Absolutely, absolutely, and really inspired by, I think, the kind of the diversity of the different types of notes. I mean, these are big families, right, that we don't always see all together in a given fragrance. But in total, we have over 22 notes that are in all of these. I didn't list absolutely every one of them since we're still pre-launch, but you get I think a pretty good idea.
Speaking of pre-launch, do you have an idea when it will be launched?
Sure. So looking at right now on the 10th of October, so that's coming up pretty quick. Which is pretty exciting. And that'll be 10/10. We'll have that, and we want to make sure that you've got some for I believe your observers and fans some samples that we can share with folks.
Oh, that would be lovely. Maybe we can do a little giveaway.
Giveaway would be great.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And where will it be launched? Where will it be available?
Sure. So because really half the proceeds of all these sales are benefiting Meridian Gallery, we are trying to steer folks towards their website, which I'll make sure you have. Maybe can pop on the bottom. And we're again using those proceeds to help benefit the ideas of the diversity of the students. We're talking about 13 and 14-year-olds who come in and maybe don't have the exposure to the beautiful types of ingredients that everyone has, maybe who's involved in perfume or those who are already in the fine arts. So we're going to be continuing to launch through Meridian's website as well as my website, MIKMOI.com. And we'll have them there, and from there we'll probably look to where we'll physically be having them as well.
In shops.
Absolutely.
And that's to be announced later.
That'll be announced later. Okay. Absolutely. So this is really, we want to really emphasize the work that Meridian is doing because it's just so powerful, and it's also the opportunity to really see the drawings as well. And when you see North and you see the different layers of North and how you can think about that and look for, we'll be asking folks to really look for where the inspiration is for some of those notes that are in there, because if you do look closely you can see. I think we saw a little bit of a clue on the last frame in the opening that we had for for what we just put together. So looking for those kind of clues so that really we can immerse folks. The other part of the show that you'll see on the website is Meridian it pulls the show together virtually over the coming weeks, is the auditory component that was also a part of the show, which was impressions that individuals had from the fragrances and from the imagery were then recorded and played back for the audience, which was really delightful. So really looking to sort of just get folks a little bit more of a taste of what the show was like in person, online, and to really focus the benefit on the Meridian's programs.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you, Mick, for joining me this afternoon for this wonderful exploration of both the show at Meridian Gallery and your beautiful perfumes. I will be doing a review of Ideasthesia later on, so you get to find out what my impressions are of it. And I just want to thank you so much. Thank you.
Lanier, thank you so much. It's great being here.
And I'm Lanier Smith from Sense Memory, and remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like.